Hey everyone, Jason here from Kinda Cool, and this week we're going to do another trades and pickups video. And you may be thinking, well, great, this must be the continuation of the one he had about a month ago where he said he had a big PS2 haul. Yeah, not this week. Well, then surely this is going to be the one where he talks about all the stuff he got from Classic Game Fest. We saw that video, right? Not this week. This is going to be going over a lot of stuff that I had going on behind the scenes with some of our trade spreadsheet group that we have, where we're working out some deals here and there, which has actually really turned out to be a really good thing because we're not just getting trades anymore. In fact, we're getting kind of random acts of gaming kindness, and Dad Racer was great enough to share one of those with me. Let's take a look and see what Dad Racer did. Mark over there at the Dad Racer channel did for me. So Dad Racer sent me this whole package here, and I knew immediately when I opened it that this was something that needed to be shared. I didn't want to just rip it open and tear all this work out. So first off, we got a readme.txt, so let's essentially double click on this and see what it says. And it's really a nice looking handwritten card by Mark that kind of explains that, you know, hey, you can have the Zapper. You know, we kind of talked about trading it. He said, no, you know what, it's yours, and go ahead and take a couple other gifts while you're at it. So nice of Mark. Mark's such a great guy, and I don't just say that because he gives me free stuff. We've been working together for a little while on the Poor Man's Retro Game Room, along with Lyndon from Old School Games and Stories, for the Retro Gaming Roundtable, and it's just been a blast. And Mark's just a really great guy to interact with and hang out with. So go check out his channel and watch some of his action. So you can see the really nice looking Zapper manual here. You know this is kind of spoiling what's probably going to be later to come here. But really great looking, quality looking manual. And look at this creativity, kind of cool creativity. I mean, Mark really goes all out when he does a trade with you, or when you get a box, it usually has a doodle on it or some sort. It's really cool stuff. And like I said, you hate to rip into it almost because it looks so cool, it looks so neat. It's about the size of a 2600 cart, and sure enough, it's Home Run, which is a game I have not played, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. So thanks again, Mark. But we're not done. We've got another one in here. I keep, like a golfer, I keep kind of wanting to slice to the right. Here we go. It says Creativity E. I don't know about that, Mark. I don't know. I'm thinking it's more towards F. So let's tear this one open. It's probably going to be another 2600 cart, which is a good thing. I just recently scored a Atari 2600. It's actually being RGB modded. Okay, and this is Star Raiders. I had this game as a kid. I have not played it since then, though, so I'm interested to be able to get back into this one now. So good deal. Thanks, Mark. And we're not done, though. We've got the kind of the main course here still to come, and you guys can probably guess what it is. And if you haven't already checked out Dad Racer's channel, go over there and take a look at some of those videos he's got. He's got a lot of really creative stuff that goes on over there. Definitely worth checking out. And as you can see, it is a gray Zapper. I had told him that I had an orange one at one point and got rid of it to get a gray one, only to just never get one, and Mark remembered that and so kindly sent one my way. So thanks a lot for that, Mark. It is much appreciated once again. But we didn't just have that. We had some trades going on with Joshua Moore. Joshua Moore is known for leaving comments amongst a lot of the trade spreadsheet YouTube member videos, and that's how we kind of met him. And he's become a valued member of the trading community. And in fact, he's got his own he's known to be, when you get Josh Moored, that means you got hooked up with something because he made you an even better deal than what you originally thought, which is great. It's super noble, but it also makes you feel really bad when you work out some of these deals and you realize he's really gone above and beyond what was originally asked. Let's take a look and see if Joshua Moore did that to us this time. Alright, so Joshua Moore and I worked out actually a couple deals. The first one was Super Mario World, and this is for the Japanese Super Famicom. This is probably one of my favorite games of all time. I really wanted to have a clean, complete copy. I didn't even know it was complete when we first started working the deal, or I might have changed things a bit. But this was actually for this game and Donkey Kong Country on the Super Famicom. And I gave him Simon's Quest on the NES. Yeah, I'm not proud of that. Now this is Rockman X2, again complete, Super Famicom. And I traded, for him I gave him basically, I think, Yoshi's Island for this one, yeah. So much more fair deal, much more proud of that one. And I think I was actually throwing in some extra stuff in there as well too, because I kind of figured out what was going on here. But this is a really beautiful looking example of two Super Famicom games that I really like. Here's a closer look at the Donkey Kong that was part of deal number one. But as part of deal number one, as if I didn't get as good a deal as I possibly could have, he sent me a bonus game. And I don't know what it is. What do you know? What is it going to be? I had to pop it in to find out. And I don't speak Japanese, but I know a Triforce when I see one. So that was the initial splash screen I saw. So this is, in fact, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, the Japanese version. Really cool. So I've got these really cool looking Famicom games, Super Famicom games. I need a good way to play them. Now I've got a one chip SNES that I really don't want to alter. I want to leave them intact and not do any of the little tab removals. So I've been swapping the PCBs into another cartridge, but I wanted something specific, so I found this on eBay. I'll leave a link. Really nice, high quality looking case to put my PCB in. And Donkey Kong Country's in there right now. But obviously for Rockman X2, it has an enhancement chip, so you can see the PCB down there on the left and right is a little bit wider than a standard cartridge. So I hollowed out a PGA Tour game that I got for $5, stripped off the label very carefully, and voila, now I've got a donor naked cartridge to pop my new PCBs into. So it works out really well. Alright, now this is another trade that Joshua Moore and I did, and this time I came prepared. I gave him a pretty good deal on this one. This was a 3-for-1 deal, what we thought was going to be a 3-for-1. I gave him Doom on the SNES, I gave him Killer Instinct on the SNES, and I believe I gave him Revenge of Shinobi on the Sega Genesis. So he was going to give me one game. We'll see if it's in here. This is obviously really well packed. Joshua Moore always does a great job of packing, so if you ever do trades with him, fear not. And uh-oh! Oh, I've been Josh Moored. That's not the game I was looking for. Hey, I'm happy it's here though. This looks like this is, what does it say? Hyper version? I don't know, some sort of Super Famicom game. It looks kind of cool. We'll have to open that up and check that out. But main course here is, in fact, what the deal was done for, and this is Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes on the GameCube, a game I've really been looking to get and excited to have. So here it is out of the bubble wrap. Let's take a look at this one again first. And I did some research and found out this is actually a game called Flying Dragon, which is basically like a Street Fighter 2 take, but actually a really cool looking one, and I can't wait to take a look at this and try this one out. But what I came here for was this, Metal Gear Solid, again, the Twin Snakes. This is a franchise I'm looking to really get back into on the PS2 as well as the GameCube. I know it's really popular. I've played it before, but I want to give it a better chance. And there we look at that, really nice looking packaging job there, an extra bubble wrap there. But yeah, I'm looking to get back into these and really give these guys a full go, these games a full go. So manual complete and everything. So both discs look intact, and overall this game just looks like it's in pretty good shape, and I'm excited to get it. So thanks so much for that, Joshua Moore. I appreciate it. You know that I kid, right? You know, we love you for what you do. Keep hooking everybody up. Don't ever change. All right, so now we did some deals with 123 Gamerman. Now 123 Gamerman's got a really great channel, and he's got a ton of really great stuff. Go over there and check it out. He's got a massive extensive collection, and it grows every day. And in fact, as I was watching through some of his pickup videos, I noticed he'd come across a batch of stuff that really interested me. So we worked out a deal, see if we could get something going. Wasn't necessarily a trade, but let's see what we got. Alright, so I noticed that 123 Gamerman had come across a stash of PS2 Slims in one of his older videos, and I just happened to be in the market for one. So I reached out to him and said, hey man, what do we got to do to get one of these over here at my place? And $50 got me a really nice looking PS2 Slim with a aftermarket memory card and a controller. And yeah, I'm really happy about that, so good deal on that. But 123 Gamerman and I weren't done yet. I noticed in another one of his videos that he had done recently where he was trying to complete an SNES game, a specific SNES game, that he had multiple extras of said game. And it was a game that was been on my list for a while. And I'm a bit of a condition snob, and I know that 123 Gamerman stuff is usually pretty high quality, and he even talked about how high quality this game was. I said, man, this one's for me. I gotta find a way to get this one home. So we didn't necessarily do a trade in this case, but I did get this game for $37, which is an awesome deal for this, especially if you factor in the condition, which is Zombies Ate My Neighbors in excellent shape. Look at this, it's so clean you could eat off of it. He was right, spot on, and I'm excited to pull that one home for 37 bucks. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing the prices here, but hey, we want everybody to know you got good deals, right? 123 Gamerman. So anyway, thanks for that. Thanks for letting me have first grabs at that one there, and I'm going to be playing this one, and I have a little bit of experience with this one, but I'm looking to dive in. Alright, so recently I was in Dallas, Texas to drop off my professional video monitor. You can probably see it right over here in the corner. It needed to get recapped, it needed some servicing. I mean, the thing's built in 1999. It needs some love. So Marc at MyRetroFix is my guy for all that type of stuff. Shameless plug for him again. And he does a lot of console modding for me, repairs, you name it, he does it, and he's does such a great job. He's such a genius at this type of thing, and it is an art form, and he's got it mastered. Anyways, every time I'm at his place, it's like Toys R Us for retro gaming, because he's got a ton of stuff that he's trying to get rid of and unload, and it's all tier 1, just awesome stuff. I've always basically treat it like a tip to him to buy, a few things here and there when I'm out there to show him that I really appreciate his work. Let's see what I picked up from Marc at MyRetroFix while I was in Dallas. So first off, it's always so hard to choose. Marc always has so much good stuff. I remember I was looking at some of his stuff that he had for the Saturn, and it was just awesome. I think he had like an in-package Nights into Dreams that was like the Samsung variant of one. Oh my god, I don't know what it was, but it was gonna break the bank to get that. So I went a little bit lighter, and I got a Virtua gun for the Sega Saturn. This is basically the Japanese version of the Stunner, and it'll work fine on US consoles. I've been wanting one of these for a while. I've been getting into light guns games quite a bit, and I wanted to play some Area 51. I wanted to play some Virtua Cop, House of the Dead. And actually there's a little trigger assembly in here that needs to be worked about every 10 years, and Marc had completely redone all of that, so it's kind of like day one functionality, so thanks again, Marc, for that. And while I was there, I picked up a really nice looking copy of Ghouls and Ghosts on the Genesis, one of my favorite games on the Genesis. I think I got both of these together for I think it was like 80 or 90 bucks. I can't remember exactly, but it was a pretty good deal for both of them together. This is a really nice looking copy, really clean copy. Unfortunately, it is missing the manual, so I'm on the search for one of those. If anybody knows about one that want to get rid of, I'm in the market for one. But anyway, that's my pickup from Marc at MyRetroFix. Alright, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I'm not a big social media guy. In fact, my social media presence outside of YouTube is basically zilch. But I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with that. If I'm the last guy in the world that doesn't have Facebook, I'll survive. I think I did a MySpace thing for like 2 or 3 weeks, but that was a mistake for a different time. You guys don't want to hear that story today, but you may want to hear this story. My wife is still very active in Facebook and social media and those types of things, and we have a buy-sell page here for our neighborhood, and I see a lot of gaming stuff that comes through it from time to time. And my wife usually shows it to me, and I'll give it the yeah. We had one this weekend that made me give it a big thumbs up. Let's take a look and see what I got from my buy-sell page through Facebook in my neighborhood. Alright, so this pickup is actually a new console, and it is a PS4, and I got this for 75 bucks. And overall, I'd say it's in pretty good shape. It's got 2 controllers and a charging station, and it does have a little bit of damage here on the left thumbstick, and this kind of stuff drives me nuts, but I'll get over it for $75. It's got another controller here too, a red one that actually looks pretty much 100% mint, so this will probably be the one I'm using full time, but I've got 2 in case I need some 2-player games. Overall the condition of the unit is pretty good. That black piano plastic that Sony loves to use obviously didn't hold up well in this case, but I can live with that. And I've always been an Xbox over PlayStation guy, starting around the time of probably the 360. But I do know that the Sony PlayStation 4 does have some exclusives, and other than Street Fighter V, I'm not really aware of the ones I need to run out and get. So if you guys know of any PS4 exclusives I really need to get, drop them in a comment below. Alright guys, so that's it for this week. Again, I'm not trying to lead anybody on or tease anybody. I've got another one coming though to answer some of the stuff that I promised from the last one. And you should see some of this pickup stuff from Classic Game Fest as well. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments or anything about this, please leave them below. I'll be glad to answer. I appreciate the time. Thanks for watching. Come back next week and I'll try to show you something kind of cool.